Hey there! If you're an Etsy seller, I bet you felt it, right? Something's different. Your stats are all over the place. Well, guess what? You're not going crazy. Etsy's algorithm has totally changed, and we're about to break down the brand new playbook you need to win.
All right, let's just get right to it. This is the question everyone is asking. 1 minute, you've got a bestseller, things are great, and the next, nothing. It's like your traffic just vanished overnight. It's a huge pain point, and the reason why is that Etsy has completely changed the game.
Okay, so here's the deal. The algorithm has changed. Think of it like this. The old Etsy was like a library. You had to know the exact keyword, like using a card catalog, to find a book. But the new Etsy, it's more like a personal shopper. It's an AI that's literally watching what buyers click on, what they linger on, not just what they type into the search bar. Seriously, if you get one thing from this explainer, get this. It's a huge shift.
So let's put these two side by side. The old way, right? It was all about stuffing in keywords. It was built for people sitting at a desktop computer. But now, the new model is all about an AI that learns from how people actually shop. It's built for mobile phones first, and it understands real natural language. So, that old trick of keyword stuffing, it's dead. Now you gotta speak human.
And here's a massive reason why this is all happening. Look at this number, 46%. Almost half of all Etsy sales are now happening on the mobile app. Just think about how you use your phone. You're scrolling fast, right? You tap on what catches your eye. It's all about the visuals. Etsy has basically TikTokified the shopping experience, and if your shop isn't ready for that scroll, you're gonna get left behind.
Okay, so how are we going to tackle all this? Simple. Here's the game plan. We'll start with the one metric you need to care about now. Then we'll hit the three main pillars: your visuals, your words, and how you run your shop. And we'll wrap up with a solid plan to get your listings updated the right way.
All right, first things first, I want you to forget everything you think you know about SEO and just trying to please a search bar. From now on, you have one new obsession, your North Star. It's a metric called the Listing Quality Score, or LQS. This score is basically the algorithm's decision maker on whether or not your listing gets seen.
So what exactly is this LQS? Well, think of it as a living, breathing report card for your listing. It's not a one-and-done grade. It's constantly changing in real time based on what shoppers are doing. It's like the AI is whispering, hey, when I show people this thing, do they actually buy it? Every single click, every favorite, every add to cart, it all feeds this score.
And at the core of it all is a classic e-commerce metric, your conversion rate. The math is super simple, really. It's just your total orders divided by your total visits. That number, that percentage, tells Etsy one simple thing. How good is this listing at turning a window shopper into an actual buyer?
So what's a good number? Well, let's look. Your average everyday listing on Etsy, it's probably converting somewhere around 2%. But you see those listings with the bestseller badge, the ones that seem to be everywhere? They're hitting 5% or even higher. That's the goal. That's the magic number. Every single tweak you make to your listing should be about getting closer to that 5% mark.
Okay, let's dive into the first big pillar, visual mastery. In this new mobile-first world, everything, and I mean everything, starts with what people see. Getting your visuals right isn't just a good idea anymore. It's the cost of admission.
So let's get tactical. Here's your checklist. First, use all 10 photo slots. No excuses. Think of each photo as answering a question the buyer has. Second, your photos need to be high-res, super crisp. We're talking 2,000 pixels wide minimum. Third, you absolutely have to have a video now. And don't forget the alt text. That's for accessibility, but it also helps Google find you. And maybe the most important rule of all, that first photo has to be clean. No text, no collages. It has to pop on a tiny phone screen.
And here's the why behind all that. Think about it as the journey of a single click. It all starts with the thumb stop. That's your first photo. It has to be so good it literally stops someone's thumb from scrolling. That gets you the click. Then comes engagement. They're swiping through all your photos, they're watching your video. The longer they stay on your listing, that's called dwell time, the better. And that long dwell time sends a massive signal to the Etsy AI. It basically screams, hey, this person is really interested. They might actually buy this. And that, my friends, is how you boost your quality score.
Okay, so your amazing photos got them to click. Awesome. But now you've got to close the deal, and that's where your words come in. This is pillar number 2, linguistic re-engineering. It's time to unlearn all those bad habits of stuffing keywords everywhere and, start talking like a normal person again.
And this quote really nails it. The algorithm is now way smarter. It uses something called natural language processing, NLP. Basically, it's smart enough to know that cup and mug are related. It understands context. You don't need to say mug, mug, mug over and over again. In fact, it hates that now. It wants a title that a real, live human would actually want to read. And just look at this example. It's night and day, right? On the left, you've got the old way. Just a jumbled mess of keywords. It's ugly and honestly impossible to read on a phone. But on the right, that's the new way. It's clean. It's descriptive. You know exactly what it is in the first 3 words. And since that might be all a shopper sees while scrolling on their phone, that's what matters. This is the new gold standard for sure.
So here's the simple playbook for your titles and tags. Rule number 1, your main keyword, the noun, the thing you're actually selling, like mug. That goes at the very front, no exceptions. Then your most important details, color, size, material, those come right after. What about things like gift for mom or anniversary gift? Shove them into your attributes or use them as one of your 13 tags. And please, stop repeating keywords. You have 13 tags. Use them for 13 different, unique ways people might search for your item.
All right, on to our final pillar, and this is a big one that a lot of sellers completely ignore, your operations. I'm talking about your shipping, your return policies, how reliable you are. This stuff isn't just customer service anymore. It's a direct signal to the algorithm. Etsy wants to see a trusted experience, and it will absolutely reward your shop for providing one.
And for those of you in the US, listen up, because this is huge. $6. That's the magic number. If you can get your shipping price down to $6 or less, Etsy gives you a direct priority boost in search. Why? Because they know high shipping costs kill sales. It's one of the biggest reasons people abandon their carts. So they're basically paying you, in visibility, to fix it. So yeah, it might be worth baking $1 or $2 of that shipping cost into your item price to hit that magic number.
But it's not just about that $6 price point. Building trust is about being super clear and reliable. You know, a free shipping guarantee, that's a massive trust signal. And your return policy? Look, even if you don't take returns, you have to have a policy written out. If it's blank, the algorithm sees that as sketchy and can actually ding you for it. And, it goes without saying, ship on time every time. All these little things add up to tell Etsy, hey, this is a great shop. It's safe to send buyers here.
Okay, so we've gone through all 3 pillars. You're probably fired up and ready to change everything, right? But hold on. The big question is, how do you actually do all this without completely tanking your shop in the process? You can't just go in and change 100 listings at once. That's a recipe for disaster. You need a smart, strategic plan. And this little matrix is your guide to doing it safely. Let's break it down. First rule, the most important rule, if you have a bestseller, don't touch it. Seriously, leave the title and tags alone. It's not worth the risk. So where do you start? Look for your listings that get a lot of views, but not many sales. These are your prime targets. They need better photos, maybe a new price. The SEO is already working. And what about those listings that are just dead? No views, no sales? Go nuts. Overhaul the whole thing. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Now, this next part is maybe the hardest, but it's absolutely critical. You have to be patient. After you update a listing, you need to leave it alone for 2 to 4 weeks. Yes, weeks. The algorithm is out there testing it, showing it to new people, gathering data. If you get nervous and start tweaking it every other day, you're just resetting the clock over and over. You're confusing the AI, and your listing will never get a chance to find its footing. So please, make a change and then walk away. And listen, you don't have to fly blind on all this. You can make way smarter decisions by using some third-party tools. They can give you a real edge. For example, you could use something like Marmalade to find those seasonal keywords before everyone else jumps on them. Or use Allura to basically spy on your competitors and see what's actually working for them. And a tool like eRank is perfect for doing a quick audit to find any dumb mistakes like missing tags that you might have overlooked.
So let's wrap this up with one final question. This new Etsy algorithm isn't a simple code you can just hack anymore. It's a learning machine. It is constantly, every single day, learning from your buyers. So the real question is, are you? The winners in this new era won't be the people who try to game the system. They'll be the ones who are just as obsessed with learning from their customers as the algorithm is.